Music teaser.
This man, I want to send a congratulations to TZ Von, Savage, and Jay Lava for their 500th episode of Keep It P podcast. B1 to you players.
Jay Lava, television, network, the whole fucking 9 yards, you know what I'm saying?
For being their fans coming from P. You know what I mean? So make sure you check out the Keep It P podcast. This is me telling you. P, SP the Ghost LOXD blog. And congratulations once again, TZ Vaughn, Savage, and Jay Lava. Love is love. Ghost Soldier. So, yeah.
Keep it P, man. From the P mouth to yourself. The Bishop God, man. The chairman of the board, a famous player. Everywhere you dig, church.
Early in the morning, wake yo goat mouth ass up. Wake yo goat mouth ass up.
Music teaser.
Better get.
There we go. All right. Okay. There go the volume. And let me turn TZ's up too, so we don't forget that. That's happened before. Damn, I look like Casper the goddamn ghost. Hold on.
At least you friendly.
Right. All right, y'all. This is Jay Lava. This is Keep It P podcast. We take the news, the situations, the everyday occurrences. We show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. And always dealing with the one that's keeping it T. T bust it down for him. Just real quick. Just bust it down for him, brother. One time.
Hashtag for the record doe.
That's right.
Hashtag FTRD.
Okay.
TZ Von Savage in the place to be. Sucker.
Yeah. Had to hit him with a yeah.
Self-love. That's a b-boy stance. That's a beatbox. Some of y'all may have thought that was corny, but what's even more corny is if we let the culture die, y'all.
And that would be super corny, is what I'm saying.
Stop saying it's not black people music. Eminem's my favorite.
So, somebody put in the comment section, actually, well, who is top 5? I said, not Emily. So, yeah, you know. Mm-hmm.
You gotta tune in for T3 for that. TZ's top 10s.
So listen to this. While we on China today, these China charts show the dramatic increase in China's debt. China's debt has grown dramatically over the past decade and is one of the biggest economic challenges confronting the ruling Chinese Communist Party, which turns 100 this week. Now, isn't it funny that they highlighting shit that's going on in China? Let's see what this is about. Beijing has identified the ballooning debt pile as a potential threat to its economic stability and in recent years tried to reduce the economy's reliance on debt for growth. The leveraging efforts came to a pass for much of last year when China's debt, measuring against the size of the economy, soared to record levels due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So, why do y'all care about them being in debt? That's first off. Is that because y'all owe them money? Or is that because or is that because y'all keep selling shit to them, like public utilities and tolls and shit like that? You damn idiots. The same people you dropped the bomb on? You think they forgot, huh? The pandemic last year hit China's economic growth and prompted authorities to make it easier for companies to get loans, such as China's debt, measuring against the size of the economy, soared to record levels in 2020. Here's a look at the rising China debt through the years and its effect on the economic growth. Record level debts China accumulated debt rapidly in the wake of the global financial crisis in 2007 and 2008, when authorities doled out a massive stimulus package that was largely funded through bank loans. The country's debt level stabilized for several years before accelerating again and reaching an all-time high of nearly 290% of the gross domestic product in the third quarter last year, data of the Bank International Settlement shows. So what they're saying, guys, is that as much as they make as a country as a whole, they owe damn near 300% times that. So that's 3 times the amount that they make, they owe. That's what that means. Yeah, that's a lot. But China isn't the only country that recorded a surge in debt in 2020. Other major economies such as the US, Japan, and those in Europe similarly saw an uptick in debt to the GDP ratios. So in accordance with governments around the world, increased spending to help businesses and households tied through challenging times caused by the pandemic. A breakdown of China's debt shows that by comparison to China's debt is unlikely the US, but the composition of China's debt is unlikely the US and Japan. I think that's a lie, because you said it's not, and when y'all do your articles, you lie. So I don't want to put the tinfoil kufi on, but I do remember that there was a certain guy who paid, I don't know, another certain guy in a laboratory over in a certain place for a certain thing that was the same name as the place where he played the guy, and that's where it broke out, and then it went all across the world, and then there was a president who said it came from a certain place and riled his people up, and then they started going hard on a certain people, and then all of a sudden, crime bill. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it's crime bill. I kind of get the gist of this article, where they're going. This is a dog whistle. They're basically saying China is vulnerable economically. And basically what that means, if China is vulnerable economically, then that means they can't be doing what they need to do in Africa. So now they're telling their people to go look at Africa, because China ain't gonna be able to complete their stronghold. Because I just seen an article where who was that? Nigeria just kicked out all the Asian engineers and saved what, $1.8 billion by not paying them and paying their own people. But what that also says is that y'all kicking them out, paying them high wages, and paying your people less, which is fucked up and foul.
Which is horrible.
Yeah. Which means that if you was just giving your own people that same money, then y'all could build your own economy and not need outsiders to come in and fix your shit for you. But I don't know. What do we?
And it would be bubbling. You would be spending the money with each other.
But what do we know? We just black Americans that's always been fighting against white supremacy since we've been born. That's all. We don't know nothing.
Yeah. And then y'all run from over there, your own problems, and come over here and then fondle mommy and daddy's nards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And all while boo-booing on us.
Talking shit from not your country, basically.
Yeah. Hello.
With
coming in somebody else's house,
right,
and then talking about how messy their house is, but you asking me, can you stay?
Coming from off the street, coming from being homeless.
You know what I'm saying? Now you want to talk about how messy my house is.
Right.
Well, hold on, dog. You don't even got no crib, dog.
Especially if you come from war-torn Somalia. I'm not trying to hear that at all.
Any of that.
Right. The efforts have shown some results. China's outstanding total social financing and broad measure of credit liquidation in the economy rose from 11% a year ago to the end of May. So basically, China's economic rise, debt-fueled economy boom following the global financial crisis, China taking on Japan, blah, 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 blah. Basically, let me get to the last couple paragraphs because y'all know how I go. Some observers, however, said Beijing may not achieve its economic goals. That's because China crackdown on debt will dampen its economic prospects in the years coming, while intended transition to rely more on consumption to power growth has shown little results. So that's why China is trying to get over in Africa, and dumb African leaders is letting them come over there because they fucking up in their own place, and they need to capitalize off of somebody else's hard work and labor for the cheap. So isn't that funny? America uses Asia for the cheap labor, and now Asia's trying to use Africa for the cheap labor. Wow. Others have those. Others said that those obstacles will merely slow and not derail China's overall trajectory. They argue that it is only a matter of time before the Asian giant overtakes the U.S. as the world's leading economy. There you have it. I said that in the beginning. What y'all worried about their economy for so much? Because you owe them? Now, isn't it funny that the people that did all that cheating, slavery, can't maintain their position? The people that did all that cheating, slavery, now finna get taken over by the same people they drop bombs on.
So then that means you wouldn't even be where you're at if you didn't have all that free labor. Slavery.
Oh, wow. Okay. Then the same people y'all drop bombs on, you finna give them protections in your country? What an idiot, America.
You're goofy.
Y'all must, instead of giving black people what you owe, which would automatically
stupid
revive the country and make us the strongest in the world. I mean, if y'all didn't stifle the innovations of black people and didn't accost their growth like you haven't accosted any other community's growth, then y'all would have all the economies in your country powerful.
You're stupid.
You want to know why it works for China?
You want to know why?
Because there's a lot of Asian people over there, and they're not hating on their people.
They're all on code.
Now, if we all Americans...
Hold on. Let me hit you too.
If we Americans, then shouldn't you be putting your Americans on? Oh, no.
No.
Them Americans is a little... Actually, them is the real Americans.
Right.
There's really only like some real Americans, and then there's these groups that come from, I don't know, Italy and Europe and Scandinavia and Czechoslovakia and
illegal aliens.
Right. Oh, you talking about the illegal aliens that came over here and killed all the people, the native people, tried to kill most of the native people that was here, and the rest of them that was left, they made it with them to lighten their skin, and then now call themselves Indians? Okay. All right, well, listen, man. We got more news for y'all, but I just want to kind of highlight the fact that they just told you.
They just told you.
This shit is over. Y'all.
And then did you hear them hit you with the debt? So the one with the biggest debt is the one with the best economy. Did y'all not peep that was deep?
They did just say because they have a lot of debt, they are going to be the head of the economy for the world. So what that means is they took a risk on their people for the come up. See, y'all don't even want that risk. But I get it, PC people. Y'all don't want everybody to start loving each other, because when we do, your fragile little genes will be gone. I get it. But see,
you're so stupid. No, go ahead. Right,
but if y'all wouldn't listen, man. If you replace the system of white supremacy with a system of justice, then you probably could survive. Have you thought about that?
You probably could.
Have you thought about black people would probably just leave your ass alone if you wasn't trying to, I don't know, commit genocide against them?
Because you still got some love in your funky behind. We trying to get them one straight, Hakuna Matata.
I mean, you know, you could survive. Y'all don't have to end it this way, but you're stupid.
You're dumb.
And we can't tell you nothing. We've been trying to tell y'all.
Without a nair, nothing.
We've been trying to tell y'all, but guess what? If we gonna be uncomfortable, everybody gonna be uncomfortable around this bitch. How about that?
How about that?
Catch me outside. Pull up season.
How about that? How about that?
Catch me outside. How about that? Catch me outside. I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. More stories.
And that was just black people music too, by the way.
Yeah, that she just tried to totally gentrify. And
you heard me.
Got rich on OnlyFans. I bet you it was a whole bunch of Kuna Matata niggas.
I know it was.
Just because she turned 18, you fucking dummies. Anyway.
Big stupids.
Get in the comments or the description section. You know what's over there. It's music, it's stock, it's crypto, it's gear, it's subscribe to everybody on the network. And I think if you look close, your mom's there too.
And if you look even closer, there's a Keep It Peace shirt underneath her bed.
Yeah, and that's for all the haters that tap in and say free shoving, that can't say anything male, that only has to reference black euphemisms and quotes to feel relevant. It's 4 words we leave you with too.
Love, peace, blessings, and aloha.
Spirit fingers.
Look, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look. See, I don't play with this.
Hey, Riri.
Hey Rihanna, hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's in the Putin. I know that might sound a little confusing. I had to say it for my own amusement. What I'm trying to say is, can we go cruising? Top down, blow some good gas, and listen to Blueprint. Birdies, taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like nigga night. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got big balls and a good pipe. One call it in sight night.
Shawty bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. Shawty bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later. Shawty bang my line. You can catch me on the book or DM me at IG. Consider me in a bring it back, I bring it back like I took you from the premises. I bring it back like it's stolen from my nemesis. I bring it back on the store. Around me, almost drown me. It astounds me like the level of deceit. When your people try to play you like somebody in the street. Like even when you praise him and you try to see him eat. Not to mention all the shit you did to get him on his feet. Kid of thoughts, 10,000 legs. I know you wish you could, but some can't. I learned from my mistakes and I done felt all the breaks. Learn to cut the grass real fast for the snakes. Learn to give a little bit more than I take. Too many times I score back, break, pump, fake. I got the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. Hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, net spin, Venmo, stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash.